How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts?
It's quite clear that all my poster and my ancillary texts and my short film, like they're all one product and they all go together. So it's quite clear that they've got a similarity and they link together well.
The poster, how is it linked to the film?
My poster is linked to my film because I use the same the font for the title, and I've used the same main characters that were in the film, and the setting is quite similar as well. And I've also, the main characters that were in the film, I've used the main characters in my poster for the main image to show the drama, and the genre is quite the same because it looks like a drama comedy looks like a love tip between two people, and it's portrayed quite well.
How does it promote the film?
I think it promotes the film because the film looks quite interesting by my film poster, because my film poster is quite, the images, I think the image is the most important aspect, and the tagline is quite important as well because it kind of like, it draws the reader in, and it's like positive, and it looks really good. Like I got loads of feedback from people and they said it looks good, and they would want to go watch it if they saw it.
What aspects of the film does it focus on?
The aspects that it focuses on is like the genre of the drama and the romance between the two people, and what happens, the storyline basically in the narrative. It focuses on it mostly.
How does it take the codes and conventions of the film into its design? Such as images, do you use language?
We use like our images, the language is like, it's just usual, but I think we don't really take into, we break the conventions of a typical romance film, because it's not the main kind of like your everyday, oh, the love tip is sorted by the end. It kind of like ends in a dramatic way, and we portray the dramatic irony really well throughout the whole film.
How does it convey the genre?
It conveys the genre because there's my film poster conveys the genre by there's two lovers sitting on a bench, and then one's looking away, so it kind of, one's in love with the other, so it kind of that shows the romance, and then the drama aspect is shown by the girl looking away, so there's obviously a problem, so it's clear that there will be some drama in the film.
What audiences does it target?
It targets mainly like, it's not an older audience, it's kind of like people that are working and people that can relate to it, people that are about to get married, so it's kind of like people that can relate to it, and then people that like drama and stuff, so it will be like maybe early 20s, mid 20s.
Can you tell it is a poster for your Pacific film?
Yeah, you can tell it's a poster for my Pacific film because of the characters used, and also the font, and some of the tagline is kind of similar to the one that we used in our short film.
Did your audience feedback support that?
Yeah, my the feedback that was given by my audience was quite positive.
How did you get the feedback?
I got the feedback by questionnaires.
What kind of stuff did you use to put in your questionnaires?
I used questions like closed and open questions for their opinions, and closed questions to make it easier to sum up the answer.
The film review. Was the magazine appropriate for your film?
I think that the magazine was appropriate for our film because it's an independent British film, and ours is also an independent short film, which is it fits the conventions of it, and it's more like an art house rather than a film that will be seen like in a multiplex cinema, which is highly unlikely because it's a short film and with a low budget as well.
How does the review promote the film?
I think the review promotes the film because I talk about some of the strong aspects, and I do focus on some weaknesses, but mainly some strengths of the film, because I do think that our film was quite I do think it was quite strong, our film, I think.
Do you use any quotes in the review to promote the film?
Yeah, I do use a couple of quotes. Like I use our tagline to make it more effective, and it's kind of like I use our tagline to promote the film because it's kind of like on all of my products, so I wanted to put it on my review as well.
What aspects of the film does it focus on?
It mainly focuses on the romance. Well, kind of less romance and more like drama and like dramatic irony.
How far does your review reflect the real strengths and weaknesses of your film?
I think that I don't think my review is biased at all. I think it talks about both. I think it talks about strengths and weaknesses and improvements that could have been done. But I do think overall...
Can you give any examples of it?
Of what?
Of the strengths and weaknesses.
I think the strengths of our film was the editing was quite good, and I think the weakness was our camera work. It was a bit off at points, and the sound was, it could have been better if we did have more time, but because of the low budget it was kind of hard.
Overall, do the three products work together and support each other? Do they look like they share the same concept?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do work together. I think the genre is portrayed, and that links it all together, because I think all of my three products give out the same types of genre, and it shows that the plot is similar as well. And I use like taglines and stuff, and I use similar things in all of them. So I think it does link. I think they combine together well.
Thank you, Zahra.